The subroutine basically goes like dispel to get rid of reflect, so then I can hit with Pearl. But then it never happens, so he just keeps doing that. And then you get a Pearl Lance.
A Lance. So Mog and Edgar.
Mm-hmm. 3 dragons left. You're gonna think about throwing some Osmos out there in the next fight or two. Make sure you don't use it against any of the enemies that are undead, or they'll just sap the rest of it from you. And on you go. There are no save points on this tower, so you pretty much just gotta do it.
Oh, this lady.
So Flare is scary. Good thing it's happening to him and not you.
Everybody try it.
Yep. Delicious.
I assume they have lots of magic if he's using flare. Right?
Yeah, I mean you're at level 70 and 80 magic now, so I love, like, I pointed it out before, but like this is the magic only dungeon. And they go in, the programmers and designers knew that you would come into this dungeon like, okay, they're gonna try to use Reflect because it'll bounce all the magic. And they're gonna try to cheese through the dungeon using that. So we're going to design the enemies to react to you having... We're going to design the enemies to react to having Reflect and make them know how to, like, bounce spells off of each other and off of you if they want to. Also, they're casting Life... She's casting Life 3 on you.
Thanks?
I'm not 100%...
You can't reflect it.
Get poisoned.
That worked. Sure?
It's probably only going to hit her.
Didn't kill her either.
She's got a lot of HP. Scans are good. Especially here. Alright, you almost got her. Against poison, so that was good. I feel like that might be a mistake in the programming. I feel like they are probably trying to cast Life 3 on themselves by bouncing it off of you, but Life 3 doesn't bounce. So they're just casting it on you. Oh no! Scan does bounce! Alright. Okay. Those were just Celeste's stats. I was looking to see if it said, like, weak against fire or something like that. Okay, so the Jester dude down there does actually have Reflect. Alright. Bye. It's time to stop. Whoops. Magic points and a couple of tinctures. See, the fights are a little tough, potentially dangerous, but like you get through a couple of them and you're pulling, you know, 8, 9, 10 magic points per fight instead of 2. It adds up quick.
Okay. They were weak to bio.
They were weak to bio, and they don't reflect. So you can cast it on them directly. I feel bad if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. Also, they're kind of just casting healing magic on you. You could use
like
you could use Tritalk. You forget you can use the Esper summons. I don't know what most of them look like because I never used them either. And also, you can only use them once per fight, so that's also kind of suck. Also, you actually poison them, so that's just happening now too. It's the Tri-Dazer.
Not dead?
And they had like 8,000. Well, you know. I bet you she dies immediately after this. No, she didn't.
Casted Remedy and then died from it.
She died from the poison. Which I couldn't help but notice was doing, like, progressively more damage. It did 400, then 900, then 1,400. Also, you have money. Yeah, it's trading up quick. Getting there. Good place for magic training.
He needs to learn that, but he needs
to learn like everything
else.
That probably means Celeste is also 80% of the way to Ultima. Which will be a fun one to use, because Ultima is unblockable, so you can pretty much just throw that out there in every fight. It also costs like 100 MP to use, but, you know, worth. I'm not gonna say anything, but when you do cast Ultima, which will probably be in a couple of fights, because you're coming up on it. Oh, Meteor is also unblockable, so good luck with this.
Does she have that? Is that what she...
No, I think that was the Jester. Yo, thanks. Uh-oh. Now that next bio is gonna bounce. You could bounce a scan off yourself? Probably gonna have to wait, what? He blocked his own reflected spell? That was weird. I've never seen that particular course of action before. 9,000 HP, a bunch of MP, no weaknesses. Just hit him. But not directly.
That's fine.
Yeah. So most Final Fantasy games have a dungeon that is like this. That is not specifically like magic only, but there's always one where it's like, hey, the normal rules don't apply. This is the gimmick dungeon where things are a little different. You're only allowed to use magic attacks, or you're not allowed to use... The other one that I remember really specifically is... in Final Fantasy IX, there's one where you're only allowed to use, like, wooden equipment. Like, non-metallic equipment. And it ends up being, like... It's like the magnetic cave or something. And the idea behind it is, like, all of the early game equipment ends up being, like, the strongest.
Not my friend.
Unfortunately not. But you see by now why I'm saying, or why I've been saying, like, it's kind of cool to come here with a couple of different parties. And just pick a couple of fights. Get a lot of that basic magic learned real fast. Cause you're going through pretty quickly, learning like Ultima and Quake and like really strong late game magic. It's a lot faster to learn stuff when you're getting 10 magic points per fight, and you're learning it at a rate of like times 5. Because then you're like one fight and you're 50%. You just go from Esper to Esper to Esper, learning everything in like 2 fights. You got the hang of this though. Lock, learn, Pearl. He's done with Alexander. The weird thing about Drain is I don't know, I assume there's another... Oh, does he... Yeah, I'm sure he learned Stray. There's only a couple... Yeah. All the other ones... This is actually a problem that I always run into in the late game, too. Like, everyone knows everything, except for the stuff that trains really, really slowly. And, like... that stuff everyone else is using already. One more fight. Did you actually switch him to anything?
Mm-hmm. I just put the thing to get stopped.
Okay, yeah. He'll learn that in like one fight, but...
Force armor?
I think everyone pretty much is gonna learn something in like one fight, so... Yeah, that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
She's pretty weak, I think, in general, so...
Oh, and she's already got it on, so...
Unlocks magic defenses.
Yeah. Crystal Mail isn't going to be as good for magic, but Diamond Armor is, like, really weak.
And that's actually...
Yeah, it's good for her.
No. What did I have on her?
You had one of the elemental weapons for the magic power. That one, or... yeah, any of those. Yeah, Optimize doesn't really work in here because it's optimizing for physical defense, not magic. Looking for you, buddy? Well, you didn't find your buddy, but you did find an easy fight. And you are probably going to have to do a whole bunch of Esper shuffling right after this, because I think everyone's about to learn... everyone's about to learn everything. Alright, what do we got? Celeste learned Ultima. Terra learned West Wind. Terra learned Quarter. Strago learned Bolt 3. Strago learned Ice 3. Strago learned Fire 3. Locke learned Stop.
Everybody's done.
Everyone is done with all of their current Espers.
Okay, so first...
She's got a couple other things she could learn. That's a good one. The only thing she has left on Starlit is Cure 3, which is also on Phoenix, and faster.
He doesn't know. There's a lot
Strago's
of stuff
the one with the most other skills to learn.
But he doesn't know those. Bio, he doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
What bio? Or the fast, he doesn't know any of these.
Right.
Which, like...
I consider one of this game's biggest weaknesses to be that only 20% of the magic it teaches you is any good. It's not that it's bad, it just isn't as useful as it should be.
Wait.
What?
Celeste knows all three of those?
No, she knows Ice 3. And she's about to learn Fire 3 from Phoenix.
Okay. This is fine.
It's good. She can finally learn the skills of the Esper that exploded her a bunch of times. Personal opinion.
More valuable.
Personal opinion. Someone should be learning Ultima at all times. You don't have to take that to heart necessarily. You can do what you want, but like, it's the most powerful spell in the game. It's a slow build up to it, but like, the more people that have it, the better off you are. So you got some new toys to play with. Now, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but when you finally cast Ultima, yeah, that's also a self-harm situation.
Those are both flying, so that's not gonna...
Yep. Now I remember why I never used West Wind. It's because it sucks.
Do they reflect?
I think quarter is not reflectable, but the jester dude on top does reflect. So yeah, Ultima is going to look slightly. It's probably going to look somewhat familiar to you, but it may not. You can draw your own conclusions.
Okay.
But it's a bit strong. Merton!
What is that?
For starters, it's a mistranslation. Remember, he has reflect. That is an extremely strong, unblockable fire attack that it is believed was mistranslated from meltdown. It is widely thought that it's supposed to be meltdown. It hurts. Can you imagine trying to get through this nightmare without bouncing half of the magic they cast? Just getting hit with spells like that on the regular? Like, it's cheesy as hell to use the reflect ring to just bounce everything, but like what choice do you have? It's ridiculous out here. Good call, I'd have missed that. You at the top. There's a completely inconspicuous treasure. And another dude you can cast life on for some quick XP.
It's a list. Learn Cure 3.
Oh, did she already? Well, that's only one of the things she's learning there. And she was most of the way there, so. Oh, I missed something. Yeah, so... well, I was gonna say check to see who can actually equip that. I think it goes on Terra. I think you might be able to put it on anyone. I'll just go ahead and... because X Magic doesn't really tell you what it does. That's a dual cast. You can now cast magic twice per turn.
Uh-oh. Time for demonetization music.
It is that time. That's apparently Kefka's treasure. Mine now.
And a ghost.
Okay.